Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it past the marker. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
A pickup of 8. That's a first down.
It's first down from the 11. The toss to the outside. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Sooners are on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
The returner is tackled down at the 46, and the Oklahoma offense gets
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that, when they get you back to football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. You usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but
yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll run play action. He looks that one in nicely. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still
one deep. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's caught. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They keep attacking through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. He's got his man. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now on first down from the 28. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Oh, look out. The 20. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Jayhawks have it with a first and goal. They want to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Third and goal from way back there. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. a second down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way. East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. So UConn's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. He'll let it go down the right side. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to
know where to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play, because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much worse, as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Castillo.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy, because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He finds his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Sooners are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Off the play fake. Throws for the end zone. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Catch. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
It's complete to the right, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Huskies headed quickly to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Catch in the middle, it's 4. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Back to the air one more time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Give to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Going right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Looking down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Fires left. Rolls it in.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Gets it out fast. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The officials and guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
And here's the third interception of the night.
Intercepted.